we've seen there have been a lot of indirect charges in schools that are not within the fee structures. And therefore, payment through eCitizen will eliminate all other additional indirect charges that have been introduced illegally and which is becoming a barrier to the general access of education. So fundamentally, this is going to instill transparency. It's going to protect parents. It's going to protect students and ensure that school transactions are done above board. And it's going to be more convenient to parents than payment through cash or payment through other avenues. This does not stop school management in terms of considering maybe other avenues of parents paying fees in kind by supplying goods and others. That well is within the aspects of the board of management. But all cash transactions to schools should be done through eCitizen. It's something that is quite welcome. Okay. And I believe, to me, from where I am, as an experienced educator, we should be able to live by government policies and by laws and protect students to ensure that they attend schools without barriers from issues like indirect charges. So the indirect charges.
What are those indirect charges?
Yeah, we've seen additional schools, boards of management and schools levying additional charges. For example, talk of uniforms. Uniform is the most discussed item. And the fact that procurement of uniforms through schools has become a big business, that even uniforms are shut. For example, you and I, we attended schools, all of us. A school shirt for boys' shirt would even be rated at 7,000, when in the ordinary market, the same shirt would be far much lower. The truth is...
So when you pay through eCitizen, how cheap does it become?
You're not going to pay through eCitizen things to do with uniform. It is not in the schedule of uniform.
So how will you? It
is not in the schedule of school fees. That automatically is eliminated. It is left to the parents to buy the shirts. I think you got to be alive to the fact that the school uniform policy, there are already guidelines, and that schools are not supposed to procure. So that is not a procurement business of schools. It will definitely automatically go. And parents will have to procure uniforms using other convenient means other than being forced through schools. Because you can see the reports we are getting, because of lack of audits of schools, lack of accountability structures, that is a fact that we have, and the lax system that has been allowed to prevail in schools, to the extent that some of these charges have escalated and schools have become huge entities of procurement that borders on several corruption flagships. And therefore, when you pay through eCitizen, the eCitizen fee payment will only allow you to pay fees that is within the stipulated guidelines, which is gazetted by government. Yes, precisely. Because you will be able to audit, government will be able to audit how much fees is paid at Alliance Girls, how much fees is paid at Huruma Days, at Pangani Girls, and all that. You will be able to check.
Okay.
It is possible to cross-audit, and therefore, some of these additional levies that have become big avenues of exploiting parents and creating barriers of school attendance, which has been criminalized under the Basic Education Act 2013, is going to be eliminated.
All right.
So this is part of the enforcement procedure of compliance with the law and ensuring that there are completely no barriers that are going to stop students from attending schools.